Why, hello. You caught me right in the middle of a rush job for our public prosecutor, Mr. Allen. But Lieutenant Evans will gladly take care of you.
I was just cleaning this mirror. It's going to play a big part in nabbing the killer in our latest case. Why don't you come with me while I take it into Mr. Allen's office?
Oh, good morning. I'm just in time to watch us set the scene for this case. I'll be with you in a minute. Let's hang that over there. Miss Kelly, how's that report coming along?
Coming along, Mr. Allen.
Fine. It's a wonderful secretary, Miss Kelly. Does things without having to be told.
Yeah. Last night she even found a corpse without having to be told.
And only a stone's throw from here. You see, Miss Kelly lives right around the corner, in the apartment next to the victim in this case, Walter Maxwell. As she was going home last night, about 9 o'clock, she noticed that his door was slightly ajar.
Mr. Maxwell? Hello, Mr. Allen. I'm so glad you're in. Mr. Allen, I finally did it.
Good. What did you finally do?
I found a corpse in the apartment across from mine.
What? Stay right there. We'll be over in 2 minutes flat.
Did you just see somebody leave the building?
No.
Maybe he went down the back stairs. Things I do for the department.
Who was this Walter Maxwell?
Well, I don't know much about him. I think he played at a swing joint downtown, the Domino Club, I believe.
Why talk about it here? Right through the heart. Well. Maxwell must have been sitting here, probably working on his manuscript. The killer stood directly in front of him. Pretty poor shot, but at least one of them got him.
I haven't seen the gun around, though.
Well, the murderer could have taken it with him. You ever see her around here?
To Walter with love, Vivian. No, she's a new one to me.
Pat, write this down. 6Y113. All right, let's go. What's the matter?
I ran into a door.
Oh, fine. Door just got away in a car. Here, trace this license number while you're waiting for homicide. Pat and I are going to visit the Domino Club.
Okay.
Maxwell's body was found in his apartment where he'd been shot at twice by a .32 automatic. Maxwell was employed as a piano player at Chips Malloy's Domino Club. Stephen Allen, public prosecutor, has taken over the investigation.
Chips?
Pretty clever, baby, trying to plant this gun with mine.
Idiot, stupid idiot! You got it all wrong, Chips. I thought it was your gun. I thought somebody was trying to frame you.
You're lying through your pretty teeth, baby.
Oh, no, Chips, no. It looks just like one of your guns. I saw it lying by his body, and I picked it up for you, Chips. I took it for your sake.
For my sake? You think I got holes in my head? You never did anything for anybody's sake but your own in your life.
Please, Chips, believe me.
Yeah. I'm gonna believe you. May I?
Just having a little target practice.
Nearsighted?
Just a beginner, Allen. Just a beginner. It is Allen.
Maxwell was killed with a .32 tonight.
So the radio said. Tough break. Kid had talent.
Yes, Walter was a born pianist. Somebody just made sure he was a dead one.
All 6 chambers have been fired. I only heard 4 shots.
The first 2 were fired a little while ago.
At the target or at Maxwell?
That gun was planted on me.
Oh, maybe you know who planted it.
I make a lot of enemies in my game.
I'll take it. Hello. Oh, yes, Evans. Good. You go on over at the house. I'll meet you there later.
Throwing away your old jewelry? Ow!
Wow. What's your hurry?
That's the hurry. Part of that locket is missing. A diamond arrow, I know, because I used to have one myself.
So?
I picked up that arrow tonight in Maxwell's apartment. Can't seem to find it, though. My heart bleeds for you.
I think I'll keep this locket anyway, Miss Linden.
The girl in Maxwell's wallet. Vivian didn't have anything to do with this.
Of course she didn't. She's under lock and key at the Woodside Sanitarium. Isn't she, baby?
Thank you.
You'll be sorry for that.
All right.
Come on.
Well, let's go, Pat.
Where are we going?
You're going to take a little trip. I'm going to join Evans.
It's the police, isn't it? Don't you dare go. Oh, I know you mean well, but you mustn't. Get me my cane. Oh, mercy, you know that's not the one I mean. Well, never mind. Right in there, Lieutenant.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right in here?
Yes. Oh, Dakota, I know you meant well, but now we've got to figure out a way to get rid of this. Mercy, another one. Dakota, don't leave that there. We'll all break our necks. Try and revive him, and I'll try to think up some explanation. Come right in. Dakota meant well.
What happened to you?
He ran into a door.
What, another one?
Yeah, another one. There it is. That's the door I've been running into all night. That's funny. The one that got me outside of Maxwell's place had a silver knob on it.
That's easily explained. I was nowhere near my nephew tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. We saw your car leaving there.
Dakota, it's time you were in bed.
Yeah, growing boy like you needs a lot of sleep.
Dakota meant well. He knows that no one must ever touch my husband's music. No one.
Hey, Steve. Looky here. This manuscript we picked up at Maxwell's place has got the same signature on it that all the rest of these have got.
Walter stole that manuscript from you, didn't he?
Yes, he stole it. He came here today. He wanted some money.
Huh? When you wouldn't give it to him, he took the manuscript just to spite you.
Yes, he was going to write cheap lyrics to my husband's glorious music and bury it in Tin Pot Alley.
To keep him from doing it, you killed him.
No, no. I sent Dakota after it.
All right, Dakota killed him.
Dakota wouldn't do a thing like that.
Even if he meant well.
Dakota! Throw that at it. The lieutenant is my very best uranium.
And this is my very best cranium, and the only one I got. Look out, Steve! Boy, you... I'm getting tired of being your target for tonight.
Oh, ruined, absolutely ruined.
And that's as much as we know about the Maxwell case up to now.
They're here, Mr. Allen.
Good. Show them in, will you? Oh, and bring in those reports.
Mr. Allen is ready for you. You may come in.
Get a straitjacket.
Now, we're all here to discover, if possible, who murdered Walter Maxwell. The only way to do that is first to establish a motive for each of the suspects, and second, to prove their presence at the scene of the crime. So far, I've had a little trouble doing both. So last night, I asked my secretary to do a little research for me at the Woodside Sanitarium. All right, Miss Kelly.
I arrived at the sanitarium in good condition, spoke my piece to the superintendent, and was led on tiptoes to the room of Vivian Linden. From then on, I was on my own. As I opened the door...
Oh, no. No. You won't get very far, Miss Linden. Drop it. Drop it. Dorcas can't keep me locked up like this, do you hear? I'm not crazy. She's the crazy one. Ever since Walter gave her up for me, she's been out of her mind.
Well, explains a lot about your Auntie Dorcas.
Please, whoever you are, let me go and see him. He needs me.
Miss Linden, Walter won't be needing anybody.
You're lying. Everybody lies to me. Even you.
I'm only interested in finding Walter's murderer.
Walter got this last week.
See, Chips Malloy. 1 grand by February the 14th or else. February the 14th is tonight. Nice Valentine.
Walter owed that money to Malloy in a poker game.
Sounds like Malloy was pretty serious about having that money by tonight.
Of course he was serious. He'd kill anybody who'd welch on a poker debt. I'll get Malloy myself.
Now, wait a minute. Look, if Malloy did kill Walter, he'll be well taken care of. And that brings to a close today's installment of Why Secretaries Demand a Raise.
All right, Miss Kelly.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's the other report.
Thank you. Excuse me a moment.
Pretty soon we'll all know.
Well, Malloy, ballistics proved that the death bullets did come from this gun I picked up in your office.
She planted that gun on me.
And I played Girl Scout for a stool pigeon.
A good Girl Scout leaves the evidence for the police to find, Miss Linda. Well, you didn't think this looked good cluttering up your yard, Mrs. Maxwell. So you did go to see your nephew last night, hmm?
Yes, but I really didn't see him.
You mean he was already dead?
I was terribly frightened. I dropped my cane and fled. I had to send poor Dakota back to get it. He was violent, I know, but...
He meant well.
Mrs. Maxwell, about that manuscript that Walter stole from you. Do you remember the title of it?
My husband didn't use titles. He was a pure classicist. He used numbers.
All right, then what was the number?
Don't quite remember. He wrote so many. I think it was his opus 81.
No, she's wrong. I saw it, too. I remember distinctly. It was 18.
What are you up to? I saw it and was 81 just like she said.
Maybe that's what she was up to, Malloy.
Well, baby, the score's even.
So what? All right, I was there. But I'll use the same lame excuse everyone else used. He was dead when I arrived.
Well, we've established a motive for each of you, and we've proved that you were all present at the scene of the crime. Now, naturally, when you all say that you arrived after the murder, one of you must be lying.
Well, I don't know about them. But when I got there, Walt was dead at the piano. The mirror was smashed with a bullet. Then I saw the gun, and I picked it up and ran out.
Maybe. Now, let's assume that we're in Maxwell's apartment just before his death. This desk will serve as a piano. Maxwell was seated here. In front of him was the music he was working on, the opus that he stole from Mrs. Maxwell. As you can see, Malloy and Mrs. Maxwell were right. It is entitled 81. Directly behind Maxwell was a mirror. Oh, Lieutenant, may I have one of those books, please? For the sake of convenience, I'm going to put the mirror on the desk. What you saw, Miss Linden, was a reflection. 81 backwards is 18.
So I saw a reflection. Can't hang me for that.
Oh, but we can, Miss Linden. You stood in front of Walter Maxwell and fired 2 shots. One of them missed and shattered the mirror. This proves that you were with Walter Maxwell before he was killed. You are the murderer. As you can see, there'll be no reflection in the original mirror on the wall.
You're so right. I wouldn't touch that gun if I were you.
Now, wait a minute. Well, I meant well.
This won't be the last bit of excitement in my office. So why don't you visit us again when your public prosecutor faces his next case?